we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, your fat stomach. Can you lose it or not? In today's episode, we'll discuss. So, the big question, can you reduce body fat in your stomach? And the answer is no, but yes, but not really. So, what do I mean by this? Unfortunately, you cannot spot reduce body fat. You cannot target one area, you cannot exercise an area away. So, endless sit-ups, crunches, all that kind of stuff is not going to reduce body fat in the stomach, unfortunately, which is something that I really thought when I was younger, and I was really sad when I found out it's not a thing. But there are some things that we can do that will overall reduce your body fat areas. Now, a lot of people have different ways that they store body fat. So some people can be really fat and actually have abs or fat abs. And the fat is just everywhere else. And these people are very lucky. I'm not one of these people. For me, my stomach area, along with most men and women, will be the last place to go. Now, having lots of sugar has been shown that you're going to get a lot more kind of visceral fat, that's fat around the stomach area. So reducing sugar content will actually help a little bit. Now, some things that I have noticed that will help reduce stomach fat. Fasting, like fasting in general, is a great way of reducing body fat. Will it target just the stomach area alone? Absolutely not. But I do feel like it's quite a good, quick way to reduce fat. Having an eating window, depending on what you want to do, 8 hours, 16 hours, something like that. Some people will go longer. I myself have never experienced that. But there's a lot of evidence to say that having prolonged fasts can reduce your body fat significantly. Fasted cardio, however, using something called yihimbine. Now, yihimbine is the only supplement that we know of that will actually reduce stomach body fat, okay? So yihimbine with fasted cardio and caffeine is one of the best ways to actually reduce fat. Now, is it going to be a huge amount? It's not. With these things, we're talking 5 to 10%. But over a prolonged period of time, that is a huge kind of difference. As we know, having a high protein target is really, really important. So, like we said before, I personally prefer a gram per pound of body weight. You can do a little less, you could do 0.8, you can do a little bit more, 1.5, 1.3. But generally speaking, a high protein diet will burn body fat easier because it's got a higher thermic effect of food. So this means that your body has to expend calories processing the protein over any other macronutrient. So carbohydrates are very easy for your body to utilize, doesn't require a lot of thermic energy. However, proteins are more complex in nature, so your body will have to expend more calories processing this, meaning that if you had a diet that was at maintenance level, but it was skewed more towards a higher protein target, you will be in a calorie deficit. Now, if you're implementing fasting, which I love when you're in an extreme calorie deficit, not because fasting burns more fat, but just because you get a better eating window and you can have more satiating foods and like calorie bank, so you can enjoy like evenings with family. Things that I do once I break the fast. Hydration is absolutely essential. You're going to get a lot of cramps if you don't. So electrolytes. So usually what I do is I get just an electrolyte drink, a litre of water, and then my first meal will be heavily protein based because you've just fasted, you're extremely catabolic, meaning that your body is basically burning muscle tissue, which is fine. We're in a constant flux all day of anabolism, which is growing muscle, and catabolism, which is breaking down muscle. You're just trying to skew it more into the anabolic window rather than catabolic. A high protein breakfast that's going to give me a lot of satiation. Eggs. Eggs are an incredible protein source. Usually if I'm in extreme calorie deficit, I'll do a couple whole eggs and egg whites for volume. Not because like whole eggs are the best nutrients. But bottom line, if you're really trying to burn as much fat as body fat, that doesn't matter. It's about calorie deficit. The bigger calorie deficit you can create, the quicker and more fat you're going to lose. So a couple whole eggs, some egg whites, and then a lean protein source, be that turkey or chicken or very lean steak with a bunch of vegetables. This will make you feel very, very full. And I like to have a side of watermelon. Watermelon is incredible for electrolytes, hydrates you, fills you up because it's mainly watermelon, and you get a little bit of carbs there, a lot of fiber. People are always scared of fruits when they're dieting, and you shouldn't be, because they're incredible for a lot of nutrients. So that's usually what I like to do, and that'll see me for a good couple hours. So depending on what you want to do in your calorie deficit, you can do 2 meals, you can do 3 meals, or you can even do 4 to 5. Completely up to you. It all depends on your schedule and level of convenience. For those of you that don't know what electrolytes are, the main ones that we need are sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium. These are really helpful in many different ways. Regulates blood pressure, hydration, muscle function, avoid cramps, all this good stuff. Really, really important. And when you fast, because you're sweating more and you're not intaking all these things through foods, you're going to lose more electrolytes. So it's really important to replenish them. Now, it's an important reminder, realistically, belly fat will be the last place for you to really see a difference. It might shrink a little bit, and then you might have this little pouch, and then all of a sudden it'll go. But most people give up way before that happens, which is really sad to see. You know, realistically, you're going to lose it from all the extremities first, the back, all these kind of areas. That's why it's so important to track and get measurements. Take pictures, do monthly measurements, you know, body part measurements, your waist, your chest, arms, legs, all that kind of stuff. And change your diet progressively as you drop body fat. I always preach it, as your body changes, your plan must change. Be that part of your resistance training, be that part of your cardio training, or your nutrition. You can't just leave the plan the same as your body changes. Now, equally, if you're making progress within these things, you don't need to change anything. Just leave it. But if you're trying to speed up things or things have slowed down, parts of the plan must change. Small parts, okay? Small changes will make a big difference. There's 3,500 calories in 1 pound of body fat. So to lose 1 kilo, you're losing like well over 7,000 calories. Now, realistically, I don't know why, and in my experience, you need to burn anywhere from kind of 9,000 to 10,000 calories towards the end of your fat loss cycle to really lose that 1 kilo of fat. So in summary, please don't lose hope. It's going to take time, and most people are fatter than they think, okay? I have been there many times before. I've lost like over 25 kilos. Me in my head thinking, oh, I just need to lose like 7 or 8 kilos and I'm still fat. You are probably fatter than you think. It's going to take a lot longer than you think. You will eventually lose the body fat. You just have to lose it from everywhere. Don't lose hope. There are some things that you can do to help speed up the process, but unfortunately you cannot specifically target belly fat. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this, we're going to do many more videos helping you maximize your time within the gym. Really help me if you could like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and stay tuned for next week because we'll be covering more good stuff.